You know what I realized? Or my friend had to tell me? Remember for many episodes, I kept going, how many I was singing the wrong lyrics. Mm-hmm. I kept saying, how many lovers does it take me to find you? It's how many lovers do I go through to find you?
Well, I think it's not the first time.
I keep getting lyrics wrong. Mm-hmm. There's something wrong with me, Edward.
The only song that
you're way too far off you need to come closer.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to reply one more message and then.
Girl, we're working.
I am. My life has been shattered into pieces recently, and I'm trying really hard to get it together.
Kim, but there are people dying. There are bigger problems in this world.
Okay.
Today,
yes,
we got ready earlier for my YouTube channel, where we were also reacting to unpopular opinions, and now. In today's episode of the Double D, it's just continuation of that.
Yes, we're reacting to a very unpopular opinions, and
to be honest, I was looking through them and I didn't see anything that crazy.
Mm-hmm. But I'm anticipating to.
I want some juicy shit.
Yes, I want to some really controversial, very something that I can get us like almost canceled, but not so canceled.
On the cusp.
Yeah.
But these are their opinions, not ours.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we don't take credit for it.
What?
Please.
I screenshot this one because...
Okay.
Aegyo is the worst beauty trend. Just stay up late or cry if you want them so bad.
I literally got Aegyo filler.
Which is why I screenshot it.
You got it too.
Yeah, I know.
I naturally have them.
So then why did you get fillers?
I enhance them. It's just women naturally have breasts. They just want them to look bigger. That's.
I love how as soon as you got them, you sent me a picture of like, this is what I look like now. It was the Gangnam Onni meme.
Yeah, I sent Edward a Kakao Talk message. I said, this is my Aegyo filler review. And then I sent him a picture, which is the Gangnam Miindo. Gangnam Miindo is a parody of the Chosun Miindo. Chosun Miindo is a famous painting called Beauty of Chosun. Mm-hmm. So it's the
beauty
parody,
brand.
Yeah,
the sunscreen.
That's a beauty brand. The painting is called Beauty of Chosun, but the Gangnam Miindo is called the Beauty of Gangnam, which is a parody of it. So it's the painting of what Gangnam Onni looks like. So I sent a picture of Beauty of Gangnam, which is a parody of me because I think I look like Gangnam Onni right now. That's what I got like Aegyo done.
And
that's
you can
what
blame no one but
looks
yourself, like. Edward.
I kind of look like the Gangnam.
But it's gonna look like that for the first few days.
Yeah.
So I'll just hope so.
But now I have some makeup covered up, and I only get a very slight amount underneath my Aegyo style.
I love how you have some kind of bruising every episode.
Well, it just proves that I'm involving every single episode. It's just a process of me getting more and more elevated.
Elevated is the word you chose for that?
Because I'm inside of my mind, I'm very carefully choosing like a word that I don't want to offend anyone.
No, it's not about offense. It's about being wrong. Elevated? No, I'm kidding.
I'm getting more and more evolved.
Oh, honey,
upgraded, but because I don't want you to add upgraded because it's
devolved, Anya. When you see the chart of like from the fish to like the monkey to the human, you're like going backwards. Because what? Because
I don't want to use any word that's too positive. Because I'm just giving the message that plastic surgery is very
a good thing.
Yeah, a good thing.
And that's not what you're trying to say.
It's just my choice. Yeah.
Your body, your choice?
Yeah, my body, my choice.
That face, that choice.
Yes.
Because choices were made, honey.
Oh. That's why I work 3 jobs just to get, get my filler money.
No, but I do agree that Aegyo, just like soap brows, I feel like at the beginning people are going to overdo it. Just like with Twice, remember Twice Twice's makeup artist kind of made Aegyo makeup popular. At the beginning, she over fucking did it. They literally had white worms under their eyes. Literal white worms. The
viral picture of Nayeon of Twice having this white worm
under her eyes
of the makeup. Yes,
but I do truly think Aegyo can really enhance your face and really balance out your face, especially if you have more monolids and stuff. But definitely something you can overdo with makeup.
But I don't think Eggosar will ever be overrated. I think Eggosar makeup or Eggosar itself is very cute. It looks good on certain people. Not all Asian faces though. It depends on the eye shape, I think.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, right. Girl groups do not eat TikTok challenges as much as boy groups do. I'm so sorry.
I'm not a TikTok challenge girl, so I don't watch a lot of them.
And they don't really pop up on your Instagram feed, do they? They pop up all the time on my shit, but I don't know. There's been a conversation lately on the internet about how I think one idol from Twice, she was talking about how hard it is these days. Because before, during pangsong, like musical promotions, in the waiting rooms, they just go to all of the waiting rooms, 인사하고 안녕하세요, Twice입니다, and just give an album or something. But now it's not just about giving the album. They got to film a dance challenge TikTok
together.
Yeah. And I've also noticed there's like almost like a political hierarchical thing about filming TikToks. Some groups will only film with other groups because maybe they have friends, like the members have friends in the other groups. Some will only collaborate with someone if they're popular. Sometimes only popular groups will do challenges with each other because they're popular together, but they'll never do dance challenges with lesser known groups.
Oh my God, it's like high school all over again.
It truly
high
is.
School jungle.
Yeah. That's not always, I know like people like Kai, he wanted to do his dance challenge with like everybody. I don't want to say TikTok ruined. I kind of do want to say that. But
you just said it.
I said it. But 뭔가, I just feel like it really made the job of being an idol even harder. Because now they have to start memorizing choreography that doesn't even belong to them. Not because they are interested in it, but just because now they got to film on TikTok for promotional shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Well, but Edward, it just reminds me, there's no easy job in this world that's easy. Being an idol, being a bottom.
As soon as I opened with that one unpopular opinion, Edward shut down. He heard TikTok and he was like...
Edward Villa has enough of me, I guess.
No, I think you've had enough of this. That's what it is. I don't think. Okay, I don't know if you know about the situation, but someone, I thought this was funny. You need to do an interview with the person who pooped at the Hanto Music Awards.
Someone pooped in the...
So here's the tea. Recently there was it's called Hanto Music Award. It's like a chart, I think. And they had a music award show, 시상식, and someone in the audience shat their pants. They literally shat their pants.
How did they find out?
Everyone found out because of the smell. There were photos of idols being like, someone on stage was coughing up.
Okay, so this is a music award.
Music award show.
Someone in the crowd shat his or her pants.
Yes. Then they went on Twitter and were like, my shitting of the pants caused discomfort and I apologize, or whatever. But apparently this was a lie. It was like a troll. But I don't know. Why?
In my common sense, it's one out of thousands of people. How does the smell transfer that far and fast?
I heard it was really hot. And also, I don't know how big the stadium is, but I can imagine it being like, especially with all the people. I don't know, just like,
girl.
You'd be surprised. Poop really can fucking travel with the smell.
Wow.
But I don't know why this person would send this.
That's terrorism.
Truly.
Yes.
Biochemical terrorism.
Yes.
Biological warfare.
Did that person did it on purpose or it just...
I heard apparently that a lot of the idols actually were worried as well. They had to do crowd control even when they went on stage doing their speeches because people were pushing it.
Yes, I can imagine.
It was giving Itaewon 2.0. So I'd imagine if they had to take a shit and maybe they're in that crowd so they got pushed and...
Are people safe? No one
I hope so. No one got hurt except their noses.
Just public humiliation?
Well, if I was them, I would never fucking go on Twitter and be like, I was the one that shat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that person is trolling. If I was a person who shit my pants, I will never. First of all, I would never shit my pants to begin with. No matter what the circumstance is, I will never shit my pants in public. That's just...
You won't even fart in front of your boyfriend.
No. I will even fart... I won't even fart in front of my friends.
Or family.
Yeah, not family, no. I won't even fart. I will hold my fart and I will find somewhere quiet.
You'll fucking climb Dobongsan Mountain. You'll climb up fucking Namsan Tower. And that's when you'll do it.
That's when I do it. When there's nature and there's no one around.
Not even CCTV.
No. No, I would never let my...
Because what? We're ladies.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Because I'm educated, I'm classy.
So you're calling people that fart in public uneducated? Because that's literally what you said.
No, that's not what I said.
That's literally what you said, Edward.
I just find it unattractive to let go of yourself in public. Just unattractive, not uneducated. Just
So you call people that fart unattractive and ugly?
No, not sexually attractive. I wouldn't date that person.
Give me the name of one super fucking hot person that you're like Songgang. If he farted in front of you, how would you feel?
I will let him fart in front of my face.
You couldn't even say that. He said, I will let him fart. Oh, 너무 웃겨.
You're nasty. I don't know.
Look, you're the one that said it. You're the one that said
It's
it.
Songgang. They're just
You have to let him fart in your mouth.
They're just why? That's called a fetish, Edward. I do not have any fetish. Not in my mouth.
Oh
in
my
front of my
God.
face is enough.
Oh,
I did not go to college for this.
He said,
Ew. Ew.
anyway. I'm sorry, I just got a bunch of K-pop ones, but K-pop fans need to stop overpraising idols for live vocals when it's backing track. They're dancing hard, but don't say it's live when it's not. So true. I thought it was obvious that they do, because obviously they have the version that's recorded for the album. And then on live, they perform they sing another version for live stage to make it sound like it's live. And they use that to help them. But it's crazy to me when people hear that and they're like, "Oh my God!" Have you heard the phrase? They're eating CDs. Edward, let me finish the sentence before you answer, because you literally said yes when you meant no. Have you heard the phrase? They're literally eating CDs.
No.
It means they're singing live so well it sounds the same or better than the actual CD recording.
Oh, I have no.
And it's crazy because I'm like, literally, you can tell that they're lip syncing. And I agree. The choreography these days is so hard. So I can totally understand that they're, it's crazy. To me, it's crazy when they make JYP groups do JYP, they still make them do live. Like Jin Live. That's crazy to me. I could never. I'd rather lip sync than sound.
Oh, I didn't know that
bad.
JYP, they let them do live.
They do a lot of live, from what I've noticed.
Oh my God, Lily, good luck.
Oh my God, they're really making Lily work.
Yes.
Eye drops.
Well, I wish I wish I'd pay more attention to NMIX, but yes.
NMIX.
NMIX. That's
Switch up. Love NMIX.
And that's pretty much about it.
They're so camp.
And Zero Coke.
The Zero Coke was crazy.
Yes, I do agree with you. They could just be honest about it, and then they do record a version that's.
But maybe they really don't know that it's lip synced. Maybe they truly think it's live.
I think how for example, my mother, even though she knew that I'm gay, but she rather believes that it's rather just lust than love, my gayness. So she really truly believes that one day I will,
Gay woman.
Yes. So I think, if you love someone so much, you'll be blindsided and you will believe in the lies you tell yourself.
Yeah. My ex.
So I
Ripley's. Ripley syndrome.
Maybe not as severe as Ripley syndrome. Let's say if you're a fan of a K-pop artist and you love them so much, somehow in a corner of your heart, you know that it's actually not live, but still you want to believe. If it makes you happy, then keep being happy. Nothing can stop you from being that.
Why always gotta be Barney at the end of all your lines? Is it an essay? Is it an essay?
No, it's just
Are you Buddha now? Like, light skin love in Korea is not because of the history. It's because they just find dark skinned people ugly.
I don't think they find dark-skinned people ugly in Korea.
I found this one particularly interesting because I feel like it's definitely a combination. There's the history. Also, y'all have to remember, Korea modernized way too damn fast. So a lot of, especially older people, still have that mindset. For women, especially, society, they prefer lighter skin, right? And when they have tanner skin, they're always talking about, These days, they're kind of changing the language, right? To say tanner skin is more healthy looking. 건강해 보인다. Like, oh, you look healthy and tan or sun-kissed or whatever. But I just think think it's funny that with the gays in particular, they love darker skin.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I said in the gay scene, I don't think the preference of lighter skin. For some people, it does exist, but it's a preference. It's not absolute. But in general, for heterosexuals, I do think for Korean men, they do they prefer lighter, fair skin because it does retracts to the history. I think they think lighter skin relates to
be innocent,
innocence, and rich, like higher social class.
Yeah,
they think it somehow looks. They came from a richer family.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think they necessarily think like, oh, because they have dark skin, they're ugly automatically. They'll comment on it. But if they just naturally have a pretty face in general, they'll acknowledge it.
And then look at Jenny. Jenny is not particularly light.
But she's seen as one of the most beautiful women ever.
Yes.
In Korea, yeah. There are still the beauty standards when it comes to the structure of the face. But
it really goes back to my university days. My American professor who lives in Korea for a long time. There, he was really stubborn about his opinion and making a statement in the class saying that Korean people getting plastic surgery wanting to look like Caucasians. And then I was, because as a Korean person, I don't think that is true.
Yeah, it's not true.
But I just kind of fight it because he said, because I live in Korea too, I think that is true, and I'm making this statement. I'm like,
it's more, they just think that bigger eyes are just pretty.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about looking Caucasian.
Yes.
And also, if you notice, many Caucasians have smaller eyes.
Yes.
Because of the structure of the eye shape.
Yes.
Right? But
like Taylor Swift.
She does have quite small eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Korean people do think Caucasian people, they found them beautiful, but not necessarily they found the race of themselves. Like Korean people, they don't think themselves are ugly. Like they don't want to transform their race into like Caucasian or something. The feature of light skinness does not exclusive to white people or Caucasian, because Korean people,
a lot of them can be paler than white people too.
Yes. So I really don't want people to get this like wrong message.
Yeah.
And then
did you see so Dune Part 2 came out, and Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet came to Korea for like the press stuff. All the photos released by the press from Korean media outlets, they lightened their skin. So
Really?
Zendaya looks so pale and sickly. Yeah. While if you look at like paparazzi photos from just other people, or like just photos from like people's phones, they look like their normal selves. But on like BNT and like, you know, the like Korean media outlets, they all look like, even Timothy looks paler than normal.
Zendaya gets snowed, I guess.
Snowed,
the filter.
Snow. Oh my god, not the
Snowfied.
snow. They said, let me just take snow, and oh my god, it's crazy.
Yes. Well, but I do understand like where this comment is come from. In general, I guess yes. But I think as a matured, normal Korean person, a beautiful person is beautiful anywhere in the world. I think a Korean person won't judge you because your skin color is like.
You don't think they will judge you?
If your skin is dark, they will think you're ugly. I don't think so.
You're talking about Koreans?
A Korean person is a matured, grown-up Korean person.
I think it depends.
Really?
Yeah. I think if your face is not conventionally attractive, like the way your facial features are, they'll be like, oh, you're not attractive, especially because of the dark skin. But if if your face is pretty, but you have tan skin or dark skin, they'll acknowledge it. But you will hear a comment talk about, oh, but if your skin was lighter, you look even prettier. I think that's crazy.
It's because they're very blonde.
Yeah, not just blonde, but they're just like
old-minded. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said educated and mature people. I think that if they're educated on the subject. But
the other day I was at me and my Songji Young, the sajang of the cafe I go to. We went to eat chicken at a nearby place in our neighborhood, and it was a very famous chicken place apparently. And it was very late at night though, so there wasn't many customers. And at the same time, we were watching Sing Again, I think, Sing Again or something, like trot, like trot singer competition. Obviously, a bunch of singers and stuff, but there were a few 외국인. 근데 갑자기 the sajang, the woman that ran the restaurant, very old ajima, all of a sudden started talking about, she had her favorite contestants. Then there's a white girl that came on, great singer, great trot singer, perfect Korean. All of a sudden the ajima was talking about, 근데 외국인들은 foreigners just I don't like it. I'm just like sitting there because I'm a foreigner myself. I'm just like
older Korean, but the younger generation, I think they're more.
A little bit. A very slow progress, but You know,
I guess because I am more, because all my younger Korean friends are more international, so I'm so protected in the bubble. I agree with you. Yeah, maybe the more general younger generation Korean public, they're not as nice as I think.
I just think that the Korea came into the spotlight when the West was becoming even more open-minded and more like educated on a lot of things. So I feel like one thing, I do think that sometimes the West can be a little bit harsh on Korea when it comes to things like this, because I think they should educate them more rather than just be like, these fucking ignorant ass Korean, you know?
Yes.
But also, I mean, when you make those comments, are the Koreans going to see that on the internet? No, they're not. So, 약간 어떻게 how we can educate them, I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I think it's just a matter of time. You know, exposure to more like Western media.
But at the meantime, I really don't think they really like hate dark skin, and
it's not necessarily just because someone has dark skin doesn't mean they hate them automatically or think they're ugly automatically. I think it depends more on the person.
I think that thing is like so 20, 30 years ago.
And also they're kind of judging it based off of K-pop. In K-pop, honey, of course, they're gonna prefer lighter skin. But if you're talking about regular people in real life, not on TV, not on K-pop, it's a little bit different. Yeah.
I don't think people's gonna care.
Most of 5th gen K-pop is basically just a competition to be a trending TikTok sound.
This comment is very straightforward.
It's like yes and no. Also, this is the same conversation as like dance challenges. A lot of people say that these days companies are just making choreography and just K-pop music in general to be viral dance challenges on TikTok. But if you think about back then, it was kind of the same thing. Everyone was trying to make another Wonder Girls Tell Me or another Girls' Generation G, right? So it's like, I don't know, it's half and half. Because I feel like there's still companies that are doing that today, obviously, trying to get a viral hit on TikTok. But also, there are companies that have always just been doing that in general, trying to make a song that's viral in some way, whether it's the choreography or the sound itself.
It's like I work in fashion. All fashion brands are trying to make that one product that goes viral on Instagram. Right. So they're trying to look for that photo that goes viral. Everybody, maybe Kendall Jenner's.
Yeah.
She wears it and then they got photographed by the paparazzi and
those Astro
it goes
boots.
viral. Yes. Well, so it's the same thing. Like they're just all. Yeah. Are they making one product just for the Instagram photo? Yeah. Or
I think this has been a thing for a long time. It's just that now in platforms like Instagram and TikTok have made it more obvious that companies are trying to make viral products or songs or whatever.
Because I work in the industry, I realized, in the beginning, you don't like something, you don't understand it. And the more exposure the more exposure you have it, you
become desensitized.
Yes, and then you like it. You get hooked on it.
Yeah. And that's why even for me, I'll say I don't like a song lately, like especially with like ATEEZ. Honey, I was annoyed by ATEEZ's music, but I follow them on Instagram, and so I'll get be getting the dance challenges and stuff, and it gets stuck in my head.
Yes.
And it grows on me. So I never really hate anything. It's more just like, I don't know, it grows on you.
I was never interested into the 동생 group of 17. I forgot their name.
To Us?
Oh yes.
The
and then it kept showing up in my algorithm. Yeah. And then I think I accidentally watched it like 5 times.
How do you accidentally watch it?
Because it came out from
5 different times.
Yes.
I thought you meant you played one video 5 times by accident.
Yeah. I think because the first time I want to click on it, and then I was like, "뭐야 이게?" And then I watched it, and then because I think my watch time gets longer, so the next time it recommends me other video of them. So I think during the last month, it appears in my feed like five times, and then I remember them. So the more I watch, So I think there you go. I sort of get hooked.
Yeah.
Now I'm deciding if I
is
a Rise or
kind of similar. I don't think they're similar vibes.
They're not similar.
Similar in the sense that they're both just like young and like this new 5th generation kind of like visual, right? Young, fresh.
But they're too pretty for me. I like Rise better. Now that Rise is not pretty.
They're right. They're a different kind of pretty.
Yeah.
I feel like Rise is more like Boy Next Door. While To Us is just very cute.
너무 아이돌 같아.
너무 almost 일본스러워. Almost J-pop idol vibes. Yes. But they're just so pretty. They're like anime characters.
Yeah, they're so idol. But Rise, they're more. They're
almost real in a way.
Yeah.
Still really like out of this world handsome, but just I don't know, more down to earth, pretty in a way.
Yeah, and a very good singer. They're all good singers, but I like get a guitar, get a guitar.
Talk Sexy is still fucking on repeat. That shit is so good.
I gotta chase. Da, 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 da.
Someone put this as I asked for unpopular opinion and someone said you're cute.
Hus?
I mean, I guess it's to me because it's my Instagram.
Okay.
But the fact that was a response to what's your unpopular opinion? Because also the box says
unpopular opinion.
It says my unpopular opinion is the
You're
response
cute.
is you're cute.
Should you be happy or should you be sad?
I should sue this person for causing mental damage. Block. Report and deleted. C Beauty is both more affordable and diverse than K Beauty. Babes, let's talk. This is why I've been so into Chinese beauty lately. K Beauty, I don't know. There's so many new brands in K Beauty that you don't see because all of y'all are fucking all of y'all all the time. So am I. But definitely, if you're in the K Beauty space, you'll know about these smaller brands. But they all have the exact same aesthetic. Not saying Chinese beauty brands are like any different, but I just feel like I find more interesting stuff in C Beauty these days. What I see in C Beauty now is what I felt about K Beauty back in the day. But K Beauty now is all about like, soft tones and minimalist. Like, I get it. That's the trend. But in C Beauty, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because China's so much more bigger, so they have more people to make ideas of new C Beauty brands. I don't know. That's why I like C Beauty, because you got things like Flower Nose, you got things like Girl Cult, you got things like, I don't know, Kaleidos, right? But in K Beauty, I could show you 5 different palettes and put tape over all the labels, and you could think they're all from the same brand.
Korean industry in general, they're very commercial driven.
Commercial driven.
They're only
trend driven.
Yeah, commercial trend driven. They're only producing products that will sell.
Exactly, which I get it.
Which I get it too. And then for cosmetic products, especially because cosmetic products, it has a very high MOQs, which means it has a very high minimum amount of like production. Like you have to produce this certain amount to sell. When you decide to sell this kind of product, you have to make sure it sells eventually. Yeah. But in China, because they have more like target audience just to sell, I think
can afford to.
I heard each month in China, because they have more broader audience, they can afford to develop even newer and more variety of products each year to test which products,
Yeah, Korea's so tiny, so like it makes sense. But yeah, I just find C Beauty more interesting to me. Like, I still love my K Beauty brands, still love them, but I do always say I've been getting a lot of. Pretty much most of my customers right now, Mount Beauty, are white girls, and I always suggest a lot of K Beauty to them because it suits their skin tones. In the West, everything's too yellow or orange, right? So
the K thing will always be leading with K content, as long as the K content is leading in the world, like the drama and the K-pop and the K movies. It's fashion and makeup brands will always sell. However, I do think it will not sell as good as before. Yeah, because I think that the Chinese products are catching up.
Yeah, people are just gonna go to the Romand and their Clio and their Wake Make. It's gonna be harder and harder for newer brands.
For indie brands, yes.
Yeah, because they have to find this balance between standing out but also fitting in because they gotta sell, right? So like, I don't know. I'm like, when I see new K Beauty brand, I'm like, what's your goal? You know, the market's so already fucking saturated. What's your goal to...
It is saturated, yet it's like the YouTube channels. It's like you have so many YouTube channels, but nothing stands out.
It's like having all these clothes, but having nothing to wear.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they kind of, I don't know, what I've noticed lately is a lot of indie K-beauty brands having like this crazy aesthetic and like super high. They put a lot of thought into like the fashion and the branding and like the visuals. But if you look at the actual products, they're not that unique. It's just still the same 2 warm colors, 2 cool color lip tints. But they spend so much time and effort on like the visuals of like, earlier I was looking at one and I was like, wow, this shit looks awesome. And I looked at the product, I'm like, I can get this in Romand.
It's like people leaving comments of the Daysik new release products. I saw the comments. They was like, be careful of Daysik product release. The color always look different from the official website.
Absolutely.
You have to try it from all the
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have a vendetta against Daysik. Love that they have all these like variety of palettes, but if you come down, did you see the palette where it's like already there's so many pans, but each pan is split into 2, and I'm like, bitch, the little eyeshadow pans are already tiny enough. You know, the regular person is only going to use 2 colors in there. It's crazy to me. The only people I feel like it's useful for are makeup artists. But is everyone a makeup artist? No.
Yeah.
And then they rely on the YouTubers to sell them. If they don't have the YouTubers in Korea, especially, how are they going to sell? They're not.
Well.
And it's funny to me because when a new palette comes out from Etude, from Wake Make, from something, it's all the same colors that they've had before, but the content that they'll sponsor different YouTubers, right? And the YouTuber just makes up a new type of concept for that makeup to sell the palette. It'll be like some ridiculous like type of makeup. Like, I can't even give you a fucking example. It's just like a very, like very specific concept driven makeup, but in the end, it just looks like every other makeup that they do on the channel. Same with me. You know what I mean? But for them, it's just really bad because it's like all that sponsored shit.
I'm really wondering what's the next trend of Korean makeup, because I felt like all the trend has been
the same. But it's like a pendulum. It goes back and forth. So natural makeup for a while, then smoky makeup became popular. In America, we're going back to 2016 heavy Instagram makeup. So
really?
Yeah, after the whole clean girl thing.
The mob wife?
I think that's fashion. Talk about
but
makeup.
mob wife has this.
Well, there's TikTok, so there's different trends going on.
I see.
One of the trends coming back is 2016, like heavy makeup. And to be honest, I'm kind of living.
I see.
What I do like is when trends do come back, you can take bits and pieces from the previous trend and kind of combine it to make it look more modern. That's what I do like about when trends do go back and forth.
Okay. Then.
Okay, moving on. Edward's about to give us another fucking what? More. Well, Edward, as they say, what?
As I say, one apple a day keeps the doctor away.
What? Edward, look at him. He's already struggling to keep. He's the whole time I'm talking, I can see in his eyes. He's like,
because you were waiting for me. you're waiting for me to make a pointless conclusion. There you go.
You make good points, but when I know when it's a certain topic, but when it's K-pop or TikTok, you suddenly.
Because I
don't blame you though. I don't blame you. But it's just the ones that have been popping up for here. Influencers didn't ruin the beauty space. It was more the viewers in drama channels. I think this is more of like a Western beauty YouTube sort of thing. But I have to agree. The girls love drama.
I hate drama channels. I think they're so stupid. I don't watch it.
You don't?
I don't watch it.
You don't watch it, but you...
I especially hate when the algorithm, because a lot of Korean drama channels...
Oh, for even in Korea?
Yeah, nowadays, because sometimes
There's drama channels about Korean beauty YouTubers? I wish.
There are drama channels about not only Korean YouTubers, like drama channels about general all Korean YouTubers.
Oh, right.
And there is just sort of AI voice narrated, and then has like yeah, and then has all the like clips of the video. And just yesterday, because I watched the original video, I know that there's no controversy whatsoever. And then the video was narrated. There was a recent controversy about Lee Hyo-lee. I was like, I watched the original video and there was no controversy at all. This channel is literally lying. So I feel like, wow, I'm literally watching a piece of fake news.
Yeah, what I've definitely also noticed in the West, at least, certain beauty YouTubers will have a specific scandal. A new channel will come up, talk about the drama, and of course people will flock to it because people love drama, right? But then it gets to the point where people, even now to this day with TikTokers and stuff, they'll try to make drama videos about the tiniest little thing.
Yes.
And you know how on YouTube, to get more than one ad, it has to pass like 8-10 minutes. So they'll be talking about this one little thing for they're dragging it on. And I'm like, how do you... Because they have to they're trying to make a living off YouTube. So whatever piece of drama they can get, they eat it up. Even if in the long run, it doesn't really mean anything.
Just like how we're making through this podcast.
Us literally dragging our asses, but trying to pull through.
But we get more credits for that. We actually try. And those people just using pieces of fake information gathered from internet, and they use AI generated voice to make just a few bucks out of it. Maybe even making more money than us. But my point is it's just damaging the community, and it's spreading fake news, and it's disgusting, and it should stop. And
I'm sure you see, I don't know if it pops up on your feed on YouTube, but also I get a lot of shorts on from like these K-pop fan channels where they'll use like as a background, they'll have like the K-pop idol Jcam, like the fan cams from the music station, from the music broadcast stations, and while you're watching that, they're putting like their either like some kind of rank or some kind of like hot opinions, some like insane news about these idols. And you see a lot of fake news on there too.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
People are
yes.
like the top 5 most hated idol, like whatever. It's like, what? And I hate it because some of them have intros that are literally like 30 seconds long and it's crazy to me. And like you're waiting for the opinions or whatever, but it takes 30 seconds to
until there's a very slow narrated person to say it.
They don't say it. A lot of times there's no narration. It's just text.
Oh, back to the video that I mentioned, and I because I knew it's fake news, and then because it's I think I got a lot of views, and then I check out the comment section, and people actually get fooled, and people are saying,
what did they say the drama was?
So the the show host is Isora, which is a former supermodel, who is a friend of Ihyori. Isora had this recent YouTube shows, variety shows, which like sort of like this kind of format where she will invite her friend over to the show and have this sort of interview thing where they have a meal together. She asked Ihyori, it's really hard to invite you, because I contact your company and your company wouldn't reply any of your calls.
Even though she literally has her phone number? Why she gotta ask her?
Ihyori said, of course, I don't actually come to any of these YouTube like interview shows. Isola said, I knew that. That's why I called you directly to invite you. Because I knew you were saying no.
So this sounds more like banter between friends.
Yes.
But then this channel made this whole drama. Oh my God.
And then you laughed and said, see, because you called me directly, I cannot say no.
Yep.
Because they're friends, right?
Yeah.
And then if they're not cool about it, then they won't say it in front of the show.
Right.
Yes. And the nature of the conversation is very casual, and they were laughing, and then they quickly turn into the next topic. If Ihyori felt uncomfortable, they won't. She wouldn't even say yes. And because Ihyori is really well known for how like straightforward and not fake about like the personality of hers. And the controversy is how Ihyori is having this 연예인병. Like Ihyori is so big-headed about herself. She wouldn't go on to any like variety shows, and then Isola has to make so much effort to invite her over to the show.
Well, that's what the show was talking about. This is what happens when you're able to monetize shit. People think that they can just they're clamoring for content, so they gotta make shit up.
Because I watched the original talk show, I know that that's not true. And I was like, what the fuck?
This is about us. The sassy, mean gays need to be locked away because they ruin it for the rest of us.
I don't think
we're not.
Yeah.
I don't think we might come off like that on the internet, maybe, because we're friends that banter back and forth, right? But in real life, we don't really.
I don't think
we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't be like bitches to people we don't know, right? Unless they give us a reason.
Yes,
right?
Unless you give me a reason.
Yeah, we're pretty chill in general.
I'm very low energy in general.
Yeah. I mean, you're so low energy on this fucking show too. So
I'm not sassy. I don't think you're sassy. You're even less sassy than me in real life.
But a lot of people are like, oh man, I love you. You're so sassy. I've always been like, am I?
You're not.
Maybe
sassy.
like in a humor way. If I'm sassy with you, maybe that means maybe that just means I like you. So that's my sense of humor, I guess. But there are truly sassy, mean gays that I've met, and I don't vibe with it. They really are ruining for everyone.
I don't think that's sassy. That's just rude. Impolite.
All the above, bitch.
Yeah, I don't like rude people. So it gauges the reason, an excuse for them to be rude. I don't like rude or uneducated people.
You really don't.
Yeah.
You truly don't, Edward.
Gay or not gay. There's
no matter gay
there's just no reason for you to be rude, Be nice to people.
Unless it's Edward.
Well,
Oh, the other day I got also super iconic. She was a customer at Bounce Beauty, and when you sign up for Bounce Beauty, you have to fill out a form, send your barefaced photo, and also like what type of makeup you want to try. She literally wrote, "Girl, I don't know." Girl, I don't know, but I like sparkle. I was like, okay. Makeup turned out great though. Honestly, I'll be honest. I feel like I'm just turning everyone into me. Because a lot of them have very similar, like especially eye shape, which is similar to mine. But I think that's like a characteristic of most makeup artists. They somehow just end up looking like the makeup artist in a way, like similar to their makeup. Like if you see Ariana Grande's makeup artist, they look the same.
Oh, like twins?
Almost, yeah.
I see.
And it doesn't help that they both got like this snatch
fox eye,
sort of vibe.
list.
So yeah, 아무튼 재밌어. She said, girl, I don't know.
I do agree with that. I think each makeup artist does have their favorite style of makeup, and then they always duplicate that into their client face. Just like each chef has their own favorite like dish of their own, and they always perform the best when they're making it.
For me, lately it's been this kind of almost insecurity where I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Because everyone ends up looking the same, but they all just look so gorgeous in the end. They look so fucking good.
That's most important, right?
Yeah. Because if they were looking for any other kind of makeup, they could go to someone else, right?
Yeah, you can. Just like me, always end up dating the same man with the same personality.
But that's not a lot of people. That's like most people, to be honest. We all end up gravitating toward. It's almost like people that like manifest things, right? We end up gravitating towards people that, you know.
Just like Adele's old song. Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
That's so true, though.
That's so true, though. Yeah.
Whether it's conscious or subconscious.
Different face, different dicks, but same personality.
Okay, I'm kind of curious about your opinion on this. It's that my unpopular opinion is that idols should be able to go clubbing and have girlfriends. Honey, they're already going to clubs and having girlfriends. Trust and believe. Trust and believe.
They already do, but I think the most hardcore fans. One of my friend used to be a very hardcore K-pop stan that will spend thousands of dollars.
For who?
She used to really like Lucas. Yes, because she came from a really rich family, and she told me she used to spend thousands of dollars on the group.
Like tickets and like
merchandise. And, merchandise and like 1,000,000원 뭐 썼대 엄청 많이.
$10,000 on like just. Oh my god.
Yes. So I think those are hardcore fans because idol company needs to make money. So in commercial wise, I guess an idol shouldn't have girlfriend on the surface and go to clubbing because it would really jeopardize their reputation business-wise.
Yeah. I've always been of the opinion of like, girl, just don't get fucking caught. But the issue is that it's so easy to get caught, especially when you got fucking crazy sassing fans that know everything and where you are. I think the most important thing is just to not get caught. I met many even Korean K-pop stans, and they all have the same opinion too. Just don't get fucking caught because it's gonna cause the crazy fans, the sassing fans, to go wild. They're the ones that are the issue, I think.
They're the one who, I mean, maybe pay the most bill, I guess. I don't know.
This is just a personal belief, but I do think that people, even if they say like, oh, I'm not a crazy fan or whatever, they're free to date. 만약에 the idol does end up getting caught having a girlfriend. That person that said, oh, I don't care. 갑자기 they start to like 약간 떨어져, 정이 떨어져. Like they start to come off the idol from being a fan. So whether or not they want to admit it or not, there is some degree of having some kind of like fantasy about the idol or whatever, them being single. But I think it's just the really, really crazy ones that have a bad image and are making everyone look like, you know, oh, idols shouldn't have girlfriends. Because let's be honest. If you find that Sohee has a girlfriend, how are you going to feel about that?
Oh.
Ha!
That's a very good example.
How would you feel, Edward? See, look at that. Already he's triggered. He's like, that fucking
I'm
bitch.
not even a hardcore fan. Now I get it. Okay, so my answer is no.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
My answer is no. So I would just move on to the next group.
Wow. That's wild.
My answer I would just move on to the next group. I don't know why. It's funny, eh? It's funny, eh? Sohee will never know I existed.
And it's not like you're a fucking insane fan for him.
Yeah,
you just think he's cute.
Yeah, and I bought their album. Yeah. I'm just a quiet fan. I never even entered their fan club.
Just the idea of me saying that what if he had one triggered you.
Yeah, so I just moved on to maybe 2X or something.
2X.
Or what's their name?
2X?
The Tongsin group of 17.
2X is literally 2X is a girl group from M Black's old company.
What's the Tongsin group of 17?
To Us.
Okay, I'll just move on to
2X, by the way, iconic. If you know, you know.
I wish I know.
They had such good music, but they weren't that famous.
Good for them. And one apple a day keeps the doctor away.
뭐래?
Oh, magically we're filming about 1 hour, so I think we can conclude this video of today.
He thought our Get Ready With Me was going to be one of the episodes for Double Up. Like, honey, no. We're filming 3 videos today. So this podcast was your idea, so you can't complain.
If you keep the window open, I will jump from there. And
you are a top super lady.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, you're bottom lady. You are a bottom lady.
Sometimes it's hard to be a bottom. And I hope you guys have a good day and stay safe during spring. Spring's coming. And say something before we go. So long.